Hello and welcome to Let's Accelerate. My name is Narik and I'm back again with the type of commands on the ribbon. So guys, in the previous videos we discussed about the ribbon tab and also knew about the standard tabs and contextual tabs. In this video we will be discussing about the types of command we have on the ribbon. So when we hover our mouse pointer over a ribbon command, we see a screen tip that contains the command's name and a brief description. For the most part, the commands in the ribbon work just as you would expect, but there are several different styles of commands on the ribbon which we are going to cover in this video, and also we will be learning how to access the ribbon without mouse. So before we start, let me inform you that if you want to learn Excel from scratch to advanced, then you can watch this series from the beginning. And don't forget to subscribe our channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and if you're watching this video on Facebook, then don't forget to like and follow our page. So not wasting much time, let's get started. Let's start with the simple buttons. Some buttons perform the action immediately. Others display a dialog box so that you can enter additional information. So simple button works as you click the button and it does its things. So this is called the simple button. So example is here, the increase font size button in the font group of the home tab. So but you can use this button to increase or decrease the font size. So you can increase also according to your requirement. So this is the example of this simple button. Moving on to the toggle buttons. A toggle button is used to indicate a state such as yes or no, or a mode such as on or off. The button alternates between an enable and disable state when it is clicked. An example is the bold button. So if the active cell is not bold, the bold button displays in its normal color. But if the active cell is already bold, the bold button displays a different background color. If you click the bold button or italic button, it toggles the bold or italic attribute for the selection. I have changed the selection, now it is gone. It is gone. Now I am coming back to this. I have that option. So this is how we can identify. So talking about the simple drop downs. So if the ribbon command has a small down arrow, the command is a drop down. Click it, an additional command appears below it. An example is here. The conditional formatting is an example which is found in the style group of the home tab. So when you click on this button, you see the several options related to the conditional formatting. So this is something called the simple drop downs. Now moving on to the split buttons. A split button control combines a one-click button with a drop-down. If you click the button part, the command is executed. If you click the drop-down part, you choose from a list of related commands. An example of the split button is a merge cell, merge and center. So if I want to merge, I can click on it and it will work. And if I want to merge across, so I can do that. Here it is. So I will have to use this drop down button and I will have to scroll it down to select my command. So this is what it calls the split button. So now we have a checkbox. A checkbox control turns something on or off. It is a kind of toggle button, but it is a bit different from the toggle button. So an example is the grid line control in the view tab. So when the grid line checkbox is checked, the sheet displays grid lines, and when the control is not checked, so the grid lines don't appear. Same goes for heading, and same goes for formula bar. So moving on to the spin button. Excel has only one spin control, the scale to fit group of the page layout tab. So click the top part of the button to increase the value, and click the bottom part of this pin button to decrease the value. So now we have a dialog box launcher. So this is quite interesting. Some of the ribbon group contains a small icon in the bottom right corner, like this, in the bottom right corner. This is known as a dialog box launcher. For example, if you examine the group in the home tab, almost every group has the dialog box launcher, like the clipboard. So if I click on this one, I will have the dialog box. It is not popping up over here. I can click over here, I can use it. So dialog box is appeared. Same goes for alignment. So these buttons are called the dialog box. Although style does not have the dialog box and cell and editing does not have the dialog box. Now it's turn to access the ribbon by using our keyboard. At first glance, you think that the ribbon is completely mouse centric. But in fact, the ribbon is very keyboard friendly. The trick is to press the Alt key to display the pop-up key tips. Each ribbon control has a letter, or you can say the series of letters that you type to issue the command. You don't need to hold down the Alt key while you type key tip letters. So now I just want to go to Home tab. I have to press H. Now I have pressed H key to display the key tips of the Home tab. Now I am in the Home tab. So if I press one of the key tips, the screen then displays more key tips. We have example. So to use the keyboard to align the cell contents to the left or to the right, press Alt and followed by H, like I did, and then we will have to press AL to align it to the left, AC to align it to the center, and AR to align it to the right. So I am aligning it to right, so I'll press AR. It has been aligned to the right. Let's take another example. Like I just want to go to the data tab. So I'll press Alt and I'll press A because data is showing A key to go to the data. I have pressed A option, A key. Now I am moving. I just want to use the filter. So I will press T over here. So the filter is applied. And if I just want to remove that, I'll have to do the same. Alt A T. It is gone. So you don't need to memorize it. All you need to do is to practice and your fingers will memorize it automatically. So this was all for today's video. If you think that our video was helpful, so please like this video and subscribe our channel if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Facebook, so please like and follow our page. And keep watching Let's Accelerate. Thank you very much.